All right, here we go. We are finishing 1.6. This is example 4. And this is the last section before we get studying for the big test. So um, here's some story problems, and don't get confused on story problems. I know sometimes it's like, how do I do this? What do I do? But remember, we're working on least common multiple. So usually when they give you a story problem, that's pretty much what you need to do to solve it. So we start off by saying a traffic light changes every 30 seconds. Another traffic light changes every 40 seconds. Both lights just changed. After how many minutes will both lights change at the same time? So notice how they gave us the first part in seconds and then it wants the answer in minutes. So we got to be careful with some of those. All right. So how do we solve this? We find the least common multiple of 30 and 40 by listing multiples of each number. So multiples of 30, we got 30, 60, 90, and 120. Multiples of 40, we got 40, 80, 120, 160, and I just found my least common multiple right there. So that's going to be 120 seconds, right? But remember, it asks how many minutes. And if we know how many minutes or seconds are in a minute, it's going to be 2 minutes because 60 seconds in a minute, 120 divided by 60 equals 2 minutes. So be careful with sometimes with how they want you to give your answer because they kind of make you do some conversions. All right, let's try another one. So this says an advertising sign changes every 15 seconds. Another one changes every 25 seconds. Both signs just changed. After how many minutes will both signs change at the same time again? So again, I was like, oh man, how do I figure this out? Well, we're going to look at the least common multiple of both of these numbers. So go ahead and try that. Write down 15 and 25. Write down multiples of those. And so you go 15, 30, 45, 6 on up, and
An
then 25,
advertising
50,
sign
set,
changes every
keep going up
15
with those and then
seconds.
come back and
Another
watch the tutorial.
advertising sign changes every 25 seconds. Both signs just changed. After how many minutes will both signs change at the same time again? You can solve this problem by finding the least common multiple of 15 and 25. Some multiples of 15 are 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, 90, 105, 120, 135, and 150. Some multiples of 25 are 25, 50, 75, 100,
So you don't have to go this
125,
high if you don't want to.
150,
That's kind of overkill,
175, 200,
unless you
225,
have to.
and 250. Of these, the common
Because I see
multiples
the
of
least
15
common
and
multiple already.
25 are 75 and 150, the least of which is 75. So the least common multiple of 15 and 25 is 75. And the next time both
There it
signs will
is.
change at the same time is in 75 seconds. However, the problem asks for the answer in minutes, so you want to convert 75 seconds to minutes. Because there are 60 seconds in 1 minute, divide 75 by 60, which gives you 1 and 1/4. So both signs will change at the same time again.
Okay, so side note, we don't say 1 and 1/4 minutes, right? So I would say you would probably want to answer this one normally as 1 minute and 15 seconds because nobody ever says, hey, how
1
long
and
are we
1/4
waiting? And
minute.
nobody says 1 and 1/4 minutes, right? So if it asks for a fraction, that's how you would do it. But normally, if you answered this question, I would expect you to say 1 minute and 15 seconds. So again, make sure you kind of read that. And this one's kind of a weird way to answer it.